in, where am I? Claremont, Florida. That's right, I'm still here. Hope your day is off to a super fantastic, sparkling start. We are here with today's challenges for you. We've already been up, out walking, had breakfast, off to a great start of the day. So your mindset challenge for today is all about balance. We are not talking work-life, we are blah, blah, blah. We are not talking work-life balance. Throw that concept out the window. Balance in life is all about bringing stability to your life. Albert Einstein once said, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. So it's not about stopping and trying to figure things out. It's figuring things out as you go. It's, it's bringing stability into your life. It's letting go of control. Things like letting go of control, because the more you try to control things, the more out of balance your life is going to get. It is not work life. It is every aspect, all aspects of your life that require you to be in balance, that you should be looking at for balance. Right now, a lot of people are feeling out of balance because they don't know what's happening. People have been told not to come into work. Some people aren't getting paid. Some people are still working. They're on essential roles. Some people have been let go. So it's a great big time of uncertainty, but you can still maintain your balance during this time. It's all about what's in here. And people are going to go, yeah, right. No, seriously, it is, where did I write it down? I put some notes here. When you're unbalanced, it feels like it's a constant battle. So do you feel like that you're constantly battling, trying to get control of things at the moment? You're trying to control things that are not in your control. Let go. It's very simple. Just let go. Every aspect of your life, you've got your health, your family, relationships. You got to be flexible. You've got emotions. You've got work in there. Just let go of the control of that and only look at the things that you can control. You can't control the situation at the moment. You can't control the fact that you have to stay at home. Make the most of this time to really evaluate things, where you are, where you're at, where you want to be. Your balanced life incorporates all aspects of your life. And sometimes we've got to lose balance, like most of us are doing right now with the coronavirus and all the impact it's having on us. You have to lose balance in order to find balance. Figure that one out. Sometimes sometimes you just got to jump in. And sometimes when you feel like you're out of balance, that's good. It's a good thing, because now it shows you that you've got to look at your life again and do some evaluation and figure out, where do I need to make changes to get my life back in balance? And do things like, and just remember that when you're seeking balance, it's a long-term thing, not an instant thing. So if you, for example, have to, you're doing a task and it takes longer than anticipated, and you figure out, well, I'll just make up the time later on, or I will take time off tomorrow. I'll come in late to work tomorrow to make up for the difference. No. It's a long-term thing. So finding balance is a long-term thing. It's a marathon. It's not a race. Prioritize your activities. Let go of unnecessary tasks and ask for help. So when you're prioritizing your activities and stuff, have a look at it. And if you're doing the business challenge, which is processes this week, this is going to help you here as well. So look at the tasks that you have. What tasks can you let go of? What tasks are frivolous and really don't need to be done? What tasks can you ask for help for? What tasks can you get somebody else to do? For example, when Brad was sick with cancer and stuff, there was no way in hell I was doing housework. I'm sorry. I had a sick husband to take care of and everything else going on at the time. Housework was beyond my concept, beyond even thinking about it. I remember one time, back in the 80s, back in 2008, it was around August. It was during what we call the 4 months of hell, which was basically from when he came home from the hospital after his first surgery to when he went back to have a second surgery done. There was a 4-month gap. And it was during that time, I remember one evening, we'd had dinner, I got the dishes, and because Brad was in his recliner at the time, I got the dishes, I walked them into the kitchen, I looked at the dishwasher, and the thought of even opening the dishwasher overwhelmed me. I just broke down. It was a big breakdown for me. And I said, and Brad was like, what's the matter? I said, I can't open the dishwasher. I said, I gotta put the dishes in the dishwasher, and it's just too much. It was at that moment that we decided, okay, we're going to eat off paper plates for now, use paper cups for now, use plastic utensils, we just, because a lot of the food he had to eat was mush anyway, or soft foods, so we didn't really need a knife to cut anything. So, it was at that time, it was sort of like, okay, we're letting go of the dishes. And, the only dishes we're going to have to do will be pots and pans, and I think we did more microwave stuff at that time than we did any. I am not a microwave fan, and it took Brad 5 years to convince me to buy a microwave. I think I might have used the microwave more times in 2 months than I have in my entire life. But I am not a fan of microwaves. My microwave up there is a pantry storage. If you open it up, it's got food items in there. I don't use microwaves, but that's another story. Anyway, so my life was completely out of balance at the time, and it was time to let things go. And another thing we found was just sort of like, having to clean the house. We had a huge house, so we got a housekeeping service to come in, and they knew that Brad was immune compromised in that, and they took. When I explained the situation, they said, that's okay. We have people who are certified to clean houses for those with with compromised immunities. And I was like, really? And they said, yeah. And I was like, great. And it didn't cost us anything extra. It was the same rate. And they came over. They took care of the housework. They came over once a week. They got the house nice and cleaned and everything else. And that was a task I let go that helped me get back in balance. So what do you have in your life that you can let go of and let somebody else do for you? My time was better served looking after my husband than it was cleaning the house. Yes, it was part of looking after him, but it was too much overwhelm for me at the time. So what can you let go of and let somebody else step in and do? That's part of getting your life in balance. Now is a really, really good time to be evaluating your life, organizing your priorities, developing that mindset, that balanced mindset, because it's all in here. It lies within. It's a state of mind. It's not to do with productivity. It is, the balanced mind is all in here. What can you let go of? Let somebody else do. What can't you control? Let it go. You're basically standing in the eye of the storm, seeing everything that's going on around you, but you're here, you're in your place, you're in your spot, and you're nice and you're calm and you're peaceful. Yeah, you may get some days where you're not. I admit I do. We might panic a little bit and all that sort of stuff, but that's okay, because I know that I just need to go meditate for a few minutes, just go sit down and have a nap or read a book for a little bit, just to get my mindset back in balance again. Another way that I keep my mind in balance is journaling. Journaling is a great help it's pen and paper. Typing it onto a computer doesn't really get it out of here. The act of writing, for me anyway, the act of writing helps it get clearer in my head. It helps get some stuff out of my head. But I use it to look at, how do I spend my time? Where am I spending my time? Am I spending it on stuff that is not priority to me? Am I spending it on stuff that is high priority to me? Am I balancing the two? It helps relieve tension. It is a great stress relief. I mean, when you can tell when I'm angry in my journal, because it's dark writing and it's imprinted onto the paper. It's a lot heavier. The handwriting gets very heavy and dark. And when I'm feeling good, it's a lot lighter and there's barely an imprint on the paper. I write in there any breakdowns that I've had. What breakdowns have I had? What do I need to do to fix those breakdowns? Or is it something that I need to let go and let somebody else fix? Or is it something that I can do myself very quickly, very easily, and is of priority? If it's not a priority and somebody else can do it, it gets pushed to the side so somebody else can do it. What adjustments do I need to make? What tweaks do I need to make in my daily life to help me keep my balance mindset? And then just use it for thoughts and feelings and emotions and that sort of stuff as well. Journaling is a really good way to release a lot of stuff. And one way that when I'm working on a problem, I do this often, did a lot during Brad's cancer journey, is I would journal out my feelings and everything else. I don't look back at what I've written until 2 days later. So 2 days later, I'm writing in my journal. I go back to the entry I wrote 2 days ago. So I do my journal entry for that day. So say for day 3. So we wrote on day 1. We write on day 2. On day 3, we write day 3's stuff in it. We go back to day 1 when we finished the daily journaling. Go back to day 1, read through day 1. Excuse me. Read through day 1, and then go back to day 3 and write my thoughts about what I wrote on day 1. Then we go to day 4. Day 4, do your daily journaling. Go back to day 2, read your day 2, then go and write your thoughts on the day 2 journaling. It's a very effective way of helping you process, and you're not trying to figure it out immediately. You've written it down, it's in the subconscious. When you go back to read it again, you're sort of like, oh, I wonder if that's because, or you can see things a lot clearer because now your brain's had time to process it, so you can go back and process it. So having a balanced life is all about what's up here. It's what's in here. When you get this imbalance, figuring out you got to let go of what you can't control. Basically working on being very flexible. Be flexible. Looking at what's the priorities in your life and figuring out how to fit them into your life. Everything has to integrate, all aspects of your life. So your health, your family, your relationships, your emotions, your work, your finances, all of that has to integrate together to create a balanced life. And there will be crossovers between them. Like something that you learn about financing could affect the way that you work, could affect a relationship with a family, could help with your health. Something you learn about health can also flow over into your work life, because now you're making more healthy choices. Your brain is more engaged because you're making those healthy choices. So now that flows into your work life where you become more creative. Your creativity side could then flow over to passions that you have. So you can see how it kind of all flows together and intermingles and everything else. So get it right up here, get balanced up here, and everything else will just fall into place. So that's your mindset challenge for today. That was a long one, but it's important to get your mind in balance and to have that thing. Some people find meditation helps. Some people just need to sit quietly and think. Some people need to go do something else, like go for a run, go exercise is a great stress relief. Any form of exercise is a good stress relief. Go sit down, read a book. Just go sit outside in the sunshine for a few minutes. There's lots of different things that people use as tools to help them relax. So make sure you incorporate all of those and turn off the news. That's the biggest thing. Turn the news off. It ain't going to help with the balanced mindset up here if you're constantly watching what's on the news. I check the news like every 3 or 4 days with all the stuff that's going on. Usually I don't even look at the news, but because of everything going on right now, I just go in and check in every 3 or 4 days. And that's all I need. That's all I can handle. I don't, because otherwise I'm going to get caught up in it. And this is going to get so out of whack, I'm going to be completely off balance and not know which way's up, down, or sideways. So take care of your brain, get your mind balanced, and everything else will fall into place. Your business goal for today is processing. We've talked about this all week. It's getting your processes in place. Take this week to really analyze your business. What changes do you want to make in your business, and what's the process that you're going to implement in those changes in your business? So even though we're talking about processes all week, this week we're going to look at what new things can you introduce into your business and start writing the processes for the new things. How do you write down the vision of how you want it to work, and then go write the process to make it happen? Okay, so we're still working on processes. So look at something you want to make the change to or add into your business. Go write the vision for it. Once the vision is written for that particular thing you want to add or change, then go write the process for it. You'll find things go so much easier when there's processes. Processes help with this too, with the mind balance. And your fun thing for today is dance. I don't care how you dance. I don't care if you just stand there and do the high school thing, or you're all wild and all over the place. Whatever it is, however you express yourself through dance, just put the music on and just let loose. It's a great thing. Get the kids up, have a dance off or something. I don't know. Make up a game of dance. Get the kids doing chores while they dance. There you go. There's a good one for you. Teach them how to do chores while dancing. If you got to do the dishes, stand at the sink, put the music on and stand at the sink and dance while you're doing. Most people use dishwashers. I hand wash. I've been hand washing dishes for a long time. So I like to stand at the sink, put the music on, and dance while I'm washing the dishes and then drying the dishes. Sometimes, depending on how many dishes there are, I might just leave them to drip dry. But while I'm washing them, I'm dancing. What can you find a household activity to do, and put the music on and dance while you're vacuuming, sweeping. You can dance to those tunes as well. Use the. If you ever used a broom handle as a microphone, come on, admit it. Who's used a broom handle as a microphone? I have. I admit that freely. Even use that. I have a stick vacuum cleaner. I even use the handle of that at times too. My dog looks at me like, "What the hell are you doing?" She has no clue half the time. But put the music on, just let loose, let dance. It's great. It's great exercise. It increases your endorphins, and of course, endorphins make you happy. So we're all about having fun and being happy today. So mindset is getting the mind in balance. Business is working on processes, looking at changes or adds that you can make to your business, writing the vision out for those adds or changes and writing the processes for them. And then the fun is all about dance. Go do housework, go, I don't know, go out into the backyard and just let loose. Put the music on and just have fun. And if you've got kids, get them involved too. They're probably going to laugh at your dance moves, or maybe you can show them a few dance moves. Or maybe they can teach you some. Have fun with it. Just go have fun today. So that's it from me for today. Have a super fantastic sparkling day, and we will catch you guys this evening. Hek konera.